Enough, king. My residence for the rains has already been provided for. A second and third time, King Kiki of Kasi said, Remember, sir, let the Blessed One accept from me a residence for the rains in Benares. That will be helpful for the Sangha. Enough, king. My residence for the rains has already been provided for. The king thought, the Blessed One Kassapa, Arahant Sammasambuddha, does not accept from me a residence for the rains. And he was very disappointed and sad. Then he said, Venerable sir, have you a better supporter than I am? And the Buddha said, I have, great king. There is a market town called Vebalinga, where a potter named Gatikara lives. He is my supporter, my chief supporter. I stop here for a moment. So here you see, when the King Kiki invited the Buddha Kassapa to stay for the rains, the 3 months of the rains retreat, in his place, which he is going to provide for, the Buddha Kassapa refused to accept, saying that he already has a place. Then the king said, you mean you have a better supporter than me? And then the Buddha, being so straightforward, he said, yes, I have. And then he says, he has this supporter named Gatikara. He's just a potter, a low caste man. Yet the Buddha says he's a better supporter than the king. And here then he explains why. Now you, great king, thought, the Blessed One Kassapa, Arahant Sammasambuddha, does not accept from me a residence for the rains in Benares, and you were very disappointed and sad. But the potter Gatikara is not, and will not be so. The potter Gatikara has gone for refuge to the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. He abstains from killing living beings, from taking what is not given, from misconduct in sensual pleasures, from false speech, and from wine, liquor, and intoxicants, which are the basis for negligence. He has perfect confidence in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, and he possesses the virtues loved by noble ones. In other words, he is an Arya. He is free from doubt about suffering, about the origin of suffering, about the cessation of suffering, about the way leading to the cessation of suffering. He eats only in one part of the day. He observes celibacy. He is virtuous, of good character. He has laid aside gems and gold. He has given up gold and silver, that is money. He does not dig the ground for clay, using a pick with his own hand. What is left over from embankments or thrown up by rats, he brings home in a carrier. When he has made a pot, he says, let anyone who likes set down some selected rice or selected beans or selected lentils, and let him take away whatever he likes. He supports his blind and aged parents. Having destroyed the 5 lower fetters, he is one who will reappear spontaneously in the pure abodes and there attain final Nibbana without ever returning from that world. I stop here for a moment. So here the Buddha Kassapa is making clear to the king why Gatikara is a better supporter, because Gatikara is an Arya, third position Arya. So for somebody like the Buddha, doesn't mean this person is a king or is the richest man in the whole country, then he is a good supporter. The Buddha's standard is that this Gatikara is a man who knows the Dhamma or practices the Dhamma, is an Arya. That's why to the Buddha, this Gatikara is a better supporter.